doing a patchwork skirt today. I saw a picture on Pinterest and I absolutely loved it. I'm gonna put a picture somewhere if I can do it. And I went to a secondhand shop yesterday because they had like a big sale and everything was €1 and I was like, great, €1 is awesome. And then I went there and then they had, because it was the end of the day, they had like 50% off. So it was 50 cents for like item, and I bought a bunch of like men's shirts. And I yesterday already cut all the squares out. I took like a skirt of mine as a reference and I put it on the floor and then just measured like how long each row has to be and how many squares I want in each row. I just made it up kind of. And now I'm gonna show you. I have all my squares laid out. Like those are the colors and the squares. I just need to pin them together and then see if I can sew them. I don't know, I haven't sewn in ages. Like when I was younger, I used to go like to sewing class and we sew like every week something, and I did a lot of my clothes actually. But now it's been like so long, so I don't know how it's going to go. Also, I have a different like sewing machine. My mom had two, so she gave me one, but I don't know, never used it. So we will see. I don't think I have like the right, I have a bunch of like rolls for underneath, but they all don't fit, so I think I just have to use the one that's inside. That's alright. It's like a pink yarn, and on top I think I'm gonna use a blue. It's all different colors, so I don't think I mind too much if it's pink and blue. Also a nice color combination. I think I'm now gonna just pin them together and see if it works, and yeah, then start sewing. I'm gonna just show you the measurements that I did. It's not how I did it in the end because I didn't have enough fabric, so I did like not 5 but 10 here. I just split them in the middle so I have more space, and I did like my top row was 110 centimeters and my bottom row 280, and then the entire length, like the side, was 105 centimeters. And then I just spaced them how I thought it would look nice and made like kind of a plan, but plans never really work out, so I don't know. But I'm now gonna just pin them together and see how it looks. Oh, and I also left like a seam allowance on each side. Just, I mean, it's not that accurate. I'm gonna make a like wraparound skirt, so it doesn't matter too much if it's like not 100% accurate. I can't say it. But yeah, I'm now just gonna pin. I think I'm gonna just do the top row and see how it looks, and then start sewing that and then do the second row. That's what I'm doing. I'm no expert, but when I pin things together, I always put the heads on one side, so when I sew I can all take them out like as I go. When you put them different sides, it's just harder to get them out later. Okay, idea. I think the ones on the bottom are a bit too big, and I thought about cutting them in half because I couldn't like manage to get another big piece out of the blue, but now there's no blue on the bottom, but if I cut them in half, I think I can do another blue piece. I'm gonna show you what I mean. Like I have blue on the top and then there's no blue on the bottom. But when I cut them like right here, then I can match them again and maybe cut like of the blue some pieces out as well. But I think I'm gonna just think about it for a while and maybe sew like the upper pieces together, because I'm quite happy like how they're looking. And yeah, see if I can work this sewing machine out. Okay, I think I figured it out. Like I did a little scrap piece. I did the wiring or the going through the machine wrong the first time. It didn't go into one of the hooks, but now I think I'm set and I'm gonna start now. It ideally would have been a lot better if I ironed the pieces, but I don't have a iron, so it's just gonna work out like this. And I think it's fine. They're not that crinkly. Some of them, because I cut them out where they had like pleats in them, those pieces are kind of very crinkly. I need to just stretch them while I go, but I think otherwise it's okay. I think you can tell that I pinned all of them the wrong way. That's why the fabric is all on the side of the sewing machine and not on the other side. That would have been a lot easier, but it still works out because the fabric is very thin, so it doesn't really matter. But if you have like jeans or something like with a lot of volume, it's not good when the fabric is on the side of the machine. Like it's better when the fabric can just hang out on the other side, but it's okay for this project. And I don't know if you can tell, like it's so important to pin like nicely, because that's like what guides your line later. My first 2 rows are ready. I think I'm gonna just sew these 2 together and then worry about the bottom. I'm gonna show you. Like now they're all connected. And I'm now gonna pin the border between them. I don't really mind like if the corners don't like match up exactly, just because it's a patchwork skirt and I want it to look like a bit messy. And yeah, I don't mind too much if the corner is like not 100% aligned with the one on top. But yeah, I'm now gonna sew these 2 pieces together, and they also don't match up like completely at the corner, which is not too bad because I'm gonna like do the border at the end anyways, so that's okay as well. I now pinned them the right way that the fabric is on this side. Okay, let's go. Let go like that. Okay, I cut them in half and also cut like one more piece of the blue, And I think now it looks a lot better. Now I'm gonna just pin them together. Okay. Another layer done. More pinning again. Pinning is like, in my head, it's like using tape when you paint. You know, it's like a step. It's kind of annoying and you don't really want to do it. But it helps that everything looks a lot nicer afterwards. Yeah. I have the layers now all connected. Pretty. I'm very happy with it. I'm now just gonna pin like all the sides to like a little fold and then sew around the whole skirt, and then I need to think about how I'm gonna do the band to tie it around. I now just finished like the seams everywhere but the top, so it's like all nice now. I'm not gonna lie, I struggled a bit. It was such a pain. I did tell you that I only had like the pink one that fit in the bottom. Well, it was empty, so I had to try out like multiples, and I had like some that fit but they were like a bit loose and then all the thread came up again. So now I have 3 different colors in the bottom, but nobody sees that. So it's okay. And I mean, it's just a project for myself to make me fall back in love with sewing, so it's okay. Okay, and I'll just cut out like a long piece. Well, it's multiple pieces. I need to sew them together. They're like 8 centimeters like tall, and in total I want to make it at least 240 centimeters long. So I'm now just gonna sew them together, and I think I'm gonna make like a sausage out of them and then pull them inside out, if you know what I mean. And yeah, I think I'm gonna start with making it one long band, because now, well, because I had to cut it like out of different areas. It's like little pieces, but I'm gonna make it so it's one big piece. Okay, I now have my long band. I think I'm gonna just fold it over and sew it together like this, and then turn it inside out so I have like a sausage, and then I'm gonna sew the sausage on. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I turned the sausage around. It's like now all very nice, and I now just have one open end. I closed the other one, and I'm gonna close this one as well. I'm gonna just fold it over like that and then sew over it, and then I'm gonna attach it, and I think that's all I'm gonna do. I think I'm not gonna bother and make like holes to tie it around. I'm gonna see how it looks, and then I don't know, maybe I do holes later, but I think I'm now gonna just attach it. Nice. Thought I was finished. I think I'm gonna go over it from the front, just because the distance between this is quite large and it folds over, and I think I'm gonna just do like one more row right at the bottom. Now I think I'm finished. Like that. Okay, now I'm gonna put something else on so you can see, and then I'm gonna show you. With like cutting all the pieces and everything, I think it took like 7 hours, like to complete the whole skirt. I think that's like a very good amount of time, and it's very hot today, so we're going swimming now, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Again, all the credit to the girl on Pinterest, and we just walked by like the canal, and I got my first compliment for my skirt, so I'm very happy about it. Okay, bye!